good morning. Why do I say good morning? You say, well, cornflakes. That's what I'm playing. Today I'll be playing Blades of Khorne, a very hefty 1,000 points, which looks like it'd be a lot more than that, but it really isn't. What I've got here are 4 sets of 10 Blood Reavers. I've got my Blood Secretor in the middle here. He's going to be wearing a Throne Breaker Torque, which will allow him to ignore Rend and ignore any sort of positive saves either, which, whatever. I have my Slaughter Priest over here. He's going to have 2 curses because I'm using my generals and my heroes in a battalion together, so they get 1 extra artifact, or 1 extra, what are they called now? Enhancements. I've given him an extra prayer. So he has Curse and also Blood Sacrifice as his prayers. I have my general back here. His name's Junius. He is an aspiring champion. He has Hew the Foe as his command trait, so he'll get +1 to his damage rolls if he gets into combat. We'll see. I've got a set of Wrathmonger cheerleaders here. They'll be cheering on my Blood Reavers, making them do some hefty work, hopefully. And I've got a lone Skull Cannon over here, and he'll be pew-pewing some things, hopefully off the table.
Hope not.
We'll see. And that is it.
Oh, you got your altar as well, haven't you?
And I've got my Blood Altar, of course.
Cool.
Precariously placed in the middle.
Okay.
What do we got?
So, mine is again, Ogre's very small list. So, we'll start off with the Tyrants. That's my general. He has got killer reputation, so I've chosen Death Cheater, so it's +1 submit wounds, so I have 9 wounds. And I've also got Fate Seeker, which gives me a 3+ save rather than a 4. I would have my phone, but we're using it to record at the moment, so it does have something else as well, I swear.
Pistols.
The pistol, there you go, thanks, Matt. So he's got the Titan Sky pistols, which gives him 6 shots with his pistols rather than 2. So they hit on 4s, wound in 3, -1 rend, d3 damage piece. Hopefully you can get some shooting off during this game. And then I've also, for the first time as well, I've got the Butcher. So the Butcher has, obviously he's got the Voracious Maw, which is cool. It's this time using the Butcher as well. So, and spell I've gone for, I can't remember the name, but it's one where it does d6 mortal wounds and +1 attack to the inflicted unit. Now I'm fighting against Khorne, so +1 attack to you guys isn't really ideal. So I have to pick my targets, quite wisely.
It's
d6 more wounds, heroes. There you go, that kind of action.
Just give it to the strongest one.
Yeah, exactly. Or your Wrathmongers and all that.
Exactly.
So we've got 2 units of 6 gluttons, so 6 and a 6. I was tempted to make him a 12, but with the cohesion I find it quite hard to manage. Obviously, if you do have recommendations, put it down in the comments below for a unit of 12. And I've got my Iron Guts as well, so it's unit 4. So that's me. I decided to take the first turn, so I managed to deploy, obviously before with the wide variety of units I've got. So I decided to punch the Ogres here with my Tyrant. So I managed to cause 1 wound, which is a good thing. It can cause 3 wounds, which wouldn't be so good. I've also, with the Butcher as well, cast Mystic Shield on this unit. I've moved them within 6 inches of this objective. They've got this as well. And I've moved my Tyrant, these Gluttons, within 6 inches of this. And Iron Guts basically ran with these folks and got 10 inches overall. 8 inches plus 2 inches run. So the idea behind this really was to get as close to Matt as possible with his Khorne guys, but again, not so close where the charge is too easy. Possible, but not too easy. So yeah, and also the D sees the ground. Was it sees the ground or sees the center?
Sees the center.
So it sees the center as well. So yeah, so basically 5
victory points, I believe.
Yeah, we'll tally it up.
So I got my Burning Skulls coming from my Skull Cannon. It's a 1-shot, 3 and 3s.
Who are you shooting at? Do you know?
I'm gonna shoot them at this group of oak. Actually, they got Mystic Shield, don't they?
Yeah.
What's their save that then? It's at 4?
4, yeah.
I'll shoot at them still. Yeah. Whatever.
The Rend's pretty good, right? -2?
-2?
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. So, 3s and 3s. Boop. Hits.
That's a hit.
That's a wound.
It's a wound. Oh.
That does, -2, so got a 6-up save.
Here we go. Yeah. Nope.
So it does D6 damage.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, 1 damage. How disappointing.
Yes. Yes.
19 attacks.
19 attacks against my ogres. He managed to get a mighty 8-inch charge, well, 7 + 1 for the horn, and is within range of the
Blood up here.
The Secretor. Is it the Secretor that does it, or the altar?
Secretor. And because he's garrisoned inside of it, his aura spreads
from the altar. I get it.
So they got 19 attacks in total, hitting on 3s because of all attack. Rerolling 1s, which is nice because they got Reaver Blades. So I got that so far. Successes. Keep these to one side. And rerolling the 1s, hitting on 3s. It's not that great. You get 1 out of it. And then moving on 4s. Not too terrible.
How are you talking?
7.
Oh.
No rend, so you got
4 up.
4 up. Not bad.
So that's 4, so 4 up. Come on. So that's 1, 2. Go through.
Kills 1.
Oh no! Yeah. Alright, so yeah, my turn to attack back, I guess.
Indeed.
Okay, so my tyrant was within range to pile in, so he is going to attack first. So he's going to have 3 attacks. This is with the Thunder Mace. So hits on 3s and wins on 3s. 3s. Oh, Thunder Mace on a 6. That attack inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to any normal damage. If the target has more than 3 models, an additional on an unmodified 6, that inflicts D3 mortal wounds instead of 1. So, because it's got more than
3 models, yeah.
Does D3 instead, which is 2. So it's 2 mortal wounds so far. And then 3s to wound. So that's, oh my word, 1 minus 2 rend.
That goes straight through.
That's 3 damage.
So 5 damage total?
5 so far.
Yep. And
then the glaive hits on 3s. So it's 2 go through. Nothing happens with the glaive, I don't think, on a 6. And then 3s. And that's 1 goes through, minus 1 rend.
Goes straight through.
Okay, D3 damage. That's 3.
Okay, so 8 damage so far?
Yep. And gulping bite. 3s. And 3s. Nope. So that's the tyrant's attacks. Then I'm going to pile in with these guys.
Yep.
So now they have 5. So cohesion's
thrown out the door.
Awesome.
Move in. Basically, you need to kill 2. Get 2 wounds off, which I imagine you will be able to.
Yeah, and I might as well do all that attack.
Might as well, yeah.
Is that plus? Was that +1?
+1 to hit.
+1 to it. Sorry. So these are now gluttons. So should roll these going already. Oh, what are they hitting on? Hitting on 2s. Okay, so that's not very good. And that's that, I think. And then, 6s. 1, 2, 3, so 3 extra attacks because of weapons they got. And then hitting on, wounded on 3s. So that's that gone. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
11?
Yep, no rend.
No rend?
No rend.
Easy peasy. 6 saves, that's 6s. That's easy. What? Look at that.
Yes,
easy peasy.
oh, mate.
All good. All
sorted.
Good. All good. Look at that. All done.
So the charge, they managed to slay an ogre.
Yep. Which is all they do.
All they done.
All they do.
Don't think they had enough conflicts.
That's 1 blood tithe point for me. So, Hungry Boy over here decided to cast Voracious Maw on the Wrathmongers. Very nice. Because he's near the altar, he had to recast it. He still succeeded, which is great. Slaughter Priest tried to unbind it, failed miserably. So the spell went through. Started biting them, but because of the new update from the White Dwarf, means that on a 6-up, I get to ignore spells. And voila, 6-up.
And you get
Get a blood type point in exchange. Well cast. I enjoyed that spell. Lovely. So 4s and 3s. Ooh, that was kind of crap too.
Okay.
And 3s. Okay. 4 go through.
4 goes
Minus
through.
1.
-1, so I have 3 up, so that's now become 4. Oh, 3 go through.
It's just 1 damage each.
Okay.
It's not that bad. It's not that great.
So my Tyrant. So a quick synopsis of what's happened here. So my ogres have charged into, I can't remember what they're called. These chaps here.
Blood Reavers.
Blood Reavers, there you go. My Iron Guts has charged into the other Blood Reavers over here. My Butcher failed the charge, and these guys, the Gluttons, charged in along with the Tyrants. They're trying to deal damage to the Wrathmongers, so my ogres have yet to go. Wrathmongers obviously brought down, well, caused 3 wounds to my Tyrants, which is kind of grim, and yeah. So my Iron Guts charged, as you know, and yes, caused, what about 21 wounds, so those Blood Reavers are no more, but that's some more ties points for Matt. And yes, and my Ogres over, Ogre Glutton's here still got to go, Ogre Glutton's here still got to go, and Matt's Reavers here still have to attack. Right, a lot has happened in this turn. Round
Thirsty round.
Round 2. The start of round 2.
End of round.
End of round 2. Yeah.
Midway round 2, actually. That was just your turn.
End of my turn, round 2.
Wow.
Okay, so the Wrathmongers, they fled the field of combat, and obviously it's due to battle shock. I did lose a good number of ogres. I think it was around about 3 ogres this round, and 2 were lost against some reavers, which was partly down to my Tyrants giving a good thumping to one of the ogres, causing 3 wounds before, which wasn't ideal. And yeah, so a unit of reavers gone there, another unit of reavers gone there from Iron Guts, and yeah, the battle tactic was completed as well, so captured that objective, and yeah, that's the end of my turn.
1 plus 1 to himself, so that's 5 attacks each.
5 attacks. So Matt General is attacking my General.
Oh, of course, they have to be silly and change it.
So Matt has got the finest hour, and I did heroic recovery, so recovered 3 wounds, but axe that landed caused 2 wounds, so only got recovered. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s because of the finest hour.
Yep.
Ooh, nasty. But because I'm 12 inches away within 12 inches away from the objective, I get to reroll 1s for wounds, which is good. Got 1 through.
So 3.
So 3. With no range, unfortunately.
So 2 up. Saved.
Saved all of them. Who'd have thunk?
Because I did all our defense, by the way.
Yeah. And then the Skull Hammer, hitting on 4s. Yes, hitting on 4s. Ugh, gross. Wounding on 2s. Yep, 3. No range.
So 2 up. Oh, 2 go through.
That's 4 damage.
Holy,
oh, wait, yeah, that's 4 damage.
Holy Moses. Alright, so I've got... Right, so I've got 4 there, so I am 8, so I've got 1 wound left. Wow, okay. Okay. So let's give him a token. Let's replace this, give that. Oh wow, failed 2+ save, grim. So
4s and 3s. Gross. And 3s. 1 hit.
So this is the cannon attacking, so save
That's
rend.
-1.
So 6 up. Save!
Wow. Well done. And then the Gnashing Maws. Yep.
So, quickly with the Tyrants. 1 wound left, decided to attack the Slaughter Priest.
4.
Oh, 4, there you go.
And the 3s goes, -1.
-1.
The Ogres.
So 6 up. No.
D3 wounds. It's just 1.
1 wound. Okay, so
Sad.
1 wound to the Ogres.
Mm.
So yes, Matt's Slaughter Priest was basically brains, everything you can imagine, squashed to the ground, to the wall, everywhere. But Matt's tithe points are gathering. I'm expecting something beastly to arrive.
We can only hope.
Okay, so Matt, do you want to give us a quick round up of your
Fails. A lot of fails all around. So basically, I tried to end the Warlord. It didn't happen. Charged in there, sent a great axe through there, charged in my Slaughter Priest. Slaughter Priest died instantly. That wasn't very fun. The Skull Cannon tried to shoot things, tried to hit things, didn't do much of anything there either, unfortunately, but they got chewed up by the rest of those ogres. My Blood Secretor's just hanging dandy inside the altar.
a tank.
Like a tank inside there. He's just kind of hanging out, I suppose, at this point. And my Blood Reavers, my brave Blood Reavers, have taken this objective back from me to give me a mighty 1 victory point, which gives me a grand total of 2.
Sweet potato pie.
So, Khorne, my butter knives weren't really good enough to cut through the fat, unfortunately. Reavers fell in droves all over the battlefield. Unfortunately, I did not get to go first in any turn, so I didn't really get to use my blood tithe points very effectively.
How many did you have, Matt?
I had 8 at the end,
Yeah.
which would have been nice to use, but didn't get a chance to. In the end, I was down to my heroes and my 2 heroes and 1 set of Blood Reavers. It wasn't going to be enough to cut through all these fat dudes, unfortunately. So I think it was a good time to call it, unfortunately.
I'm just trying to get my cheeks down. I'm smiling too much. Oh, I love it when the ogre gets the momentum and starts just smashing through things.
Well, not only that, but like your charge rolls were so high that you would just dish out
mortal wounds too. Yeah. The butcher, it's the first time using the butcher, and I didn't really do much with them.
We only had 2 turns to be up there. But
yeah, the 2 turns. They got 2 spell Mystic Shield casted and failed attempts because you did dispel it with your con guys. So it was kind of a kind of no-show for the butcher. Really, didn't really do much. Tyrant was a beast as always. The Iron Guts, they're just a monster. They just obliterate units. The Gluttons, they played the roles. They soaked up damage, dished out some decent stuff as well. So yeah, I think overall, pretty happy with the way it turned out. Of course, is what we called it 11-2 victory point wise at this point, which is obviously makes sense. But no, I think overall, obviously, good game. I think Butcher, I'm going to give the Butcher another go, of course.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, against another army again, see how that goes. But yeah, I think overall, good stuff.